guys, welcome to my channel, Trigger Alert. My name is Andrea. I thank you for stopping by. As you can see per the channel's name, I am going to be talking about some uncomfortable topics. So if you are thin-skinned, please, this is not the place for you. If you're going to come here just to be disrespectful, to be triggered, you're not going to want to listen to other people, hear other sides of the story. Hold on one second. I got something for you. I want you to take your amazing triggered comments, your amazing triggering comments, rude comments, put them in one of these, tie it up. Bye-bye. Now, for the rest of you guys who want to listen to what some of the issues are in these communities, please stick around, hit that subscribe button below, and you definitely want to hit the bell because this particular topic comes in 3 clips. So you want to know when I upload the other videos. Now, let's get into it. Before I start, let me just make a little disclaimer. When I speak about these issues, I do not speak for every single person. I do not speak for these communities. When I reference Asians, Indians, Black, whites, whatever, I am not speaking on behalf of anyone. Not everyone is going to have the same experience. Obviously, what I'm going to talk about and encourage other people to talk about in the comment section has everything to do with my experience, be it in person, be it online groups, Black groups, African groups, professional groups, so on and so forth. Things I've talked about with family, friends, loved one, co-workers. That's what I'm going to talk about. Those are the things I'm going to reference. Those are the things I'm going to speak about. And I'm going to encourage you guys to leave a comment below. Tell us your experience. And how do you think we can come together and find a solution? So, when I speak to people I encounter about this issue, I feel like 2 major things comes up, right? One is the bullying. Some Africans do complain that they are bullied by African Americans. African Americans, at least some of them, are the ones calling them the monkeys and the African booty scratchers, asking them if they slept in trees, stuff like that. You know, these things might be funny in the moment, but these are things that people hold on to. Imagine if an African person migrates to this country, and in your mind, usually, right? Everywhere you go, you usually navigate to people who look like you. So then if it's those people who look like you who are repeating these hurtful things, it does hurt on another level. Now, me personally, I did not experience the bullying part. It just could be because I did not go to high school here. I'm not really sure. I never really experienced it. But I have encountered a lot of Africans who have complained about that. The second thing is the mocking of the accent, right? I just don't understand that. I personally have experienced this. Most times when I open my mouth around some African Americans, they feel the need, which I don't understand. They feel the need to mimic how I'm talking, just to repeat what I said. And I just don't get that. It's like, if a Spanish girl says something and she has an accent, I watched you interact with her and you did not feel the need to mimic her. So why do you feel the need when it's me? Not that I'm saying that person should, but I'm saying, if you're encountering other people with accents and you don't feel the need to mimic them, why do you feel the need to do it to me? So this is something I personally have experienced. And this is also a big one because when you mock my accent, right? You're not just mocking me because, oh, I don't like her, she's ugly or whatever. You're mocking my heritage, You're mocking where I come from, what makes me, my family, my loved ones, because it's tied to that, right? And the other part of the mocking of the accent, there is this thing that goes around. People say they're like, oh, in my African accent. Newsflash, there is no African accent, period. There is no African accent because Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent, and each country in that continent has a distinct accent. So unless you know the country someone's coming from, and you're mimicking, or it's not even a nice thing to mimic people, but I'm just saying, at least if you know where that person is coming from and you know how that particular group talks, it's a whole nother story. But if you don't even know what you are talking about, what usually happens is people will try to mock my accent and then do like a Haiti or Jamaican one. And I'm just like, I'm from West Africa. Like, what are you doing, right? And it's even more offensive because now you kind of like mix my heritage with someone else. I've even had somebody tell me, oh, I bet you would be happy to be a Haitian. No, I won't. I'm happy to be who I am. Just don't mimic me and don't pretend like I'm someone else. I'm not from an island. I am a whole person from another country. If you're interested, ask me and let's move forward, right? But I wanted to list these two issues because I feel like every time I talk about these problems, these issues usually arises. Even when it's in chat groups, when we are in these Black chat groups or these African chat groups, these two problems usually come up. And a lot of times, most Africans are either complaining about one or the other. Okay? So, I don't want you to feel like this clip is biased. As I said earlier, if you missed it, this is focused on the African hurt. So the next clip I'm going to do is going to be focused on some things that some Africans have done that does affect some African Americans, and how can we come together and talk about it. So I'm going to stop here because I want to make these clips really, really short, but I want you guys to do something for me. If you are an African person watching or listening to me, if you ever been bullied or mocked racially by an African American person versus an African person, versus any other culture, I want you to leave a comment, #1. And if you are an African person and you have been mocked or bullied by other cultures rather than African Americans, I want you to leave a #2, because I want us to do something real quick just to see where the trend is going. And if you have any solutions on how you think these problems can be stopped, please leave a comment below, because at the end of the day, we do have these rifts. At the end of the day, we do have these issues. They are not going around. And I feel like every time we try to talk about it, we talk about it on a superficial level where we just end up raging insults at each other rather than talking about the issues that really, really hurt us. So let's take this time and tell each other things that we've experienced and how these things have hurt us to the point where we have these rifts in our communities. Okay? So I'm going to stop here and I'm going to say, I hope you guys live your best extra life. Thank you for stopping by. If you stayed this whole time, please hit that subscribe button below. Click that bell, because you really want to know when the next video drops and you are updated. Okay? Now, bye-bye. I'll see you in the next clip.